to episode 2 of Better Than Ronald on Football Manager 2018. Now, we will go through the fixtures, the results from the friendly matches that we've played so far before getting into the Europa League match for today's episode. Obviously, we're playing both legs of that Europa League tie. But first off, let's take a look at those friendly results. Our first friendly was against SV Ried, and it was an okay affair. We weren't very good at the back, and Michael Keane just had a dreadful day. He scored 2 own goals. He almost got a hat-trick, but for the wrong team. Morgan Schneiderlin and Kevin Morales getting our 2 goals. We did lead 1-0 thanks to Morgan Schneiderlin's goal, but then Michael Keane's 2 own goals kind of cancelled that out, and Kevin Morales had to be the saviour, coming off the bench, I believe, if I remember correctly, on the 89th minute. Then we went on a little tour. We had a training camp in England and faced a few lower league sides there. So the first team was Rochdale. We only managed to beat them 1-0, and that was in the 90th minute thanks to a Sandro goal. Now, we will get on to some issues that I have got with Sandro at the moment in a little while when we look at the dynamics of the team, because things have gone a bit wrong. We then faced Barnsley and drew again 2-2. 2-2 seems to be the theme when we're drawing games. We are unbeaten in pre-season, so that's something, I guess. Mamadou Thiam put Barnsley in for Morgan Schneiderlin, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin within the space of 4 minutes of each other gave us the lead, but then Ryan Hedges equalised for Barnsley in the 85th minute. We then faced Lincoln City and beat them 2-1. Tom Davies gave us the lead in the 33rd minute. Jordan Maguire-Drew, who was a standout performer for them, and I have actually sent some scouts to watch him. Apparently he's only good enough to be a championship quality player at the moment, but I think he's definitely one to watch. He showed some decent skills. A player that didn't do that was Rob Dickey. He was awful. He was involved in lots of bad decisions for the Lincoln defence, and then he gave away a penalty, which unfortunately we missed. I think Leighton Baines took it, and he skied that well wide. It would have gave us a 3-1 victory because we were 2-1 up at the time. But Tom Davies and Shani Tarashai giving us the 2 goals there. And then the friendly that we've just played, we won 2-1 again. We did go behind thanks to Dre Roy Grott for Leeds, but Umar Nias was a standout performer again. 2 goals for him. I kept him on to see if he could get a hat-trick, but he couldn't manage it. So he is actually going to be starting for us today because of that performance. So I mentioned dynamics, and We'll get on to Sandro in a second because I've kind of sorted that issue, but another issue has popped up. As you can see here, Mohamed Besic is unhappy that he's been left out of the Europa League squad, and that in turn has caused my managerial support to drastically decline, which is slightly worrying, especially considering 29 people agree with Mohamed Besic. Thankfully, it's just the third qualifying round squad that I've left him out of, so hopefully if I include him in the next round of the Europa League, he'll not be as unhappy. But it's just so annoying. As you can see here, if I click on my name, we've got one player that supports me. Vlasic is the only one that supports me. Bearing in mind that previous to this, there was about 4 players, I think. I've got it written down, actually. Martina, Klassen, Vlasic and Sandro all supported me, and there was only 3 people that opposed me, and they were Balassi, Guay and Morales. But now I've even got a team leader opposing me in the form of Wayne Rooney, so things not going well in terms of getting the players to support me, but hopefully a few good results, registering Besic for the next round of the Europa League, provided we get through. And yeah, basically that may help me, I hope. The issue with Sandro was a complete misunderstanding and a mess up on my part, to be honest. He's all right now. He's happy now, but I accidentally sent him to the under-23s. I was just looking at my squad and I was putting the players that are out on loan at other clubs, like Brendan Galloway, and there was someone else. I was putting them in the under-23s because I didn't want to see them when I was trying to pick the teams for the fixtures. And accidentally clicked on Sandro. I clicked on a few other names as well accidentally. I don't know how I managed it, to be honest. The other guys didn't make any fuss about it, surprisingly. But Sandro was quite unhappy that he'd been put in the under-23s. So I told him it was a misunderstanding, apologised, and I think we're friends now. So just before we get into the tactics and the team lineup for today's game, I just thought I'd show you the injury list at the moment. So we've got Quite a few injuries, the same injuries as we had at the start of the game, to be honest. Ross Barkley should be coming back to full training very, very soon. He's in the rehabilitation phase of his treatment for a hernia, and he's expected to be back within 5 to 10 days. Sandro, just recently, he was going to be on the bench for today's game, but he pulled his thigh in training, I think, or might have been in a under-23s game. So he's out for 5 to 10 days with a pulled thigh. The rest of them are just the guys that have been out since the start. And finally, before we get into the team lineups, I know I've said that 2 times now, but I just wanted to show you this. So we played Portsmouth under-18s. Well, our under-18s played Portsmouth under-18s, but it wasn't our under-18s. It was practically our first team that played them, and they won 11-0. Ademola Lookman scored 4 goals. I realise it's against Portsmouth under-18s, but he managed to score 4 goals from attacking left midfield. So I've rewarded that performance with a start today. So that's 2 players that you know who are starting today. Let's go and take a look at who else is starting, what tactics we're doing, and what instructions we've got. Okay, so this is the formation we're going with. This will be our starting formation for most competitions this season. Obviously, we'll rotate when required, but it's a 4-1-2-3 wide formation with a defensive midfielder, and this is the squad lineup that we'll be using mainly for Europa League, apart from Nias, but Nias performed well, so I've rewarded him, like I said before. So we've got Joel Robles in goal, John Joe Kenny at right back, Michael Keane and Phil Jagielka in the centre of defence, and Luke Garbett at left back. Garner, that's Guay at defensive midfield. Schneiderlin is the Carrilero in centre midfield alongside Klaassen as the Matsala. Lennon is the winger on the right. Lookman as the inside forward on the left. And as I've already said, Nias up front as a target man. We've got a few team instructions on. We've got pump ball into the box. That's for Nias because he's the target man, and it seemed to work in the game against Leeds. There was one occasion where the right back, I think it was Martina, actually launched the ball forward over the defence. Nias, brilliant control, and he just ended up smashing it into the back of the net. So more of that will be very nice indeed. It kind of plays to Nias's strengths as well. We've also got to exploit the left flank because I know that Lookman is very dangerous, and play wider because we want to use our wide men, basically. So you can see the players are warming up. This is the lineups. We've already gone through ours. Doubt anyone will know the Osijek lineup. I don't know any of them. Obviously, player faces I will introduce at some point, but I haven't quite got around to downloading the packs, to be honest. So, team talk, and I'm going to passionately say we're favourites for a reason. Go out there, make sure they've left in no doubt as to why. Didn't really have any effect on anyone. A lot of people have quite good morale anyway, so I'll just do the defence, midfield and attack team talks, try and boost that morale up a little bit more. Okay, so team talk done. Players are apparently looking inspired and ready for the match ahead. So I believe we've got a tunnel interview actually, so let's head into that. So you're about to take charge of your first match as Everton manager. Can you sum up your feelings on an occasion like this? Well, it is a special day. I can't wait to get started in this wonderful job. Absence of Sandro, should it be felt? How hard will it be without his services? Would it be nice to have him, but we'll deal with things best we can. Sigurdsson's just being rested. Your Euro Cup squad is notable for the absence of Mohamed Besic, who was presumably omitted as a result of rules and regulations. How much of a blow is that to your plans? Pretty much it was. Yeah, we had to have a certain number of homegrown players. I actually had to put one of the injured players into the squad. I think it was Seamus Coleman. He's still out for like 6 months or something, but just because he was homegrown, I think it was him. It's the main reason that Besic was left out, and it's a bit of a shame really that because I had to have a team meeting with the 29 players that disagreed with me leaving Besic out. It's a shame that there wasn't an option there to say that he was omitted because of the rules and regulations. Maybe there was, and maybe I didn't see it, but I guess that's my bad. Surely the rules were clear though, and given they're unlikely to be changed, we've been making plans to deal with this sort of situation better in the future. That'd be the right thing to do. I don't know, kind of bored from this. Thank you. Okay, so there I am in my blue suit, shaking hands with the Osijek manager as the teams come out to line up and Osijek get the game underway. So John Joe Kenny with the throw-in on this right-hand side, plays that nicely to Nias, who's deep there. He crosses the ball in, but obviously we'd like to have Nias in the box to be getting on the end of those crosses. It's a bit strange for him to be out on the wing. Jagielka plays the ball back over into our attacking area. Aaron Lennon should pick this up on the right-hand side. Nias is running into the box now, but Lennon goes back instead to Kenny, who plays a nice pass along to Guy. And now it's Klassen to Luckman to Schneiderlin. On the edge of the box, he can score from there. He doesn't though. He plays it out to Lennon. Lennon with a chance to cross it in. He shoots instead. It hits off the keeper, and Nias is there, and Nias has scored. Umar Nias is on fire at the moment. Aaron Lennon gets the assist, despite the fact that it was a shot that got saved by the goalkeeper and fell into the path of Nias. But we're winning 1-0 after 6 minutes. Not going to complain at all. Nice passing round as well. We did well to keep possession. Klassen gave it to Luckman. Schneiderlin on the edge of the box. He scored a few from there in pre-season, but he gave it to Lennon instead. He had a shot. Keeper saved it. Nias with the rebound to make it 1-0. At this rate, I might have to consider changing my starting striker, because it was originally going to be Sandro, but if Nias keeps on scoring, I can't really leave him out, to be honest. Okay, free kick. As one of the Osijek players has received a yellow card. Luckman with the ball in. There's a few players going up for it. I think it was Jagielka that actually headed that one. Goes over the bar though, and it's a goal kick. Nice effort. Good ball in from Luckman as well. Very impressed with that. Hope he can continue it. We are well on top in this game. Not necessarily in possession. We have had very little possession. 62% for Osijek, 38% for us. Not too bothered given the result, but against better teams we'll obviously have to hope to try and keep the ball a bit better. Now, I've got a concern about Schneiderlin. When about 35 minutes into the game, he's on 68% condition. That's quite worrying. So he's probably going to come off at half time, I would say. We've obviously got Sigurdsson on the bench, Tom Davies on the bench as well. So no worries in terms of the depth in that position. There was also a warning that Nias wasn't looking very sharp at the start of the game, so might have to look at him at some point. But for now, he seems alright. So it's half time. Winning 1-0 thanks to Umar Nias' 7th minute goal. Let's have a look at the team analysis. We regained possession well in the central areas of the middle third of the pitch. Lost a lot of possession there as well. Struggled for possession, or just struggled for possession altogether really. Yes, Aaron Lennon's our best player so far. Team talk time, and I'm going to say things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. No one really reacted to that. Hand it over to my assistant. I don't know if you'll... Yeah, doesn't feel like there's any need to say anything else. Players seem fairly well prepared for the task at hand. So we'll end the team talk, and we'll head over to the tactics and make those changes that I mentioned. So Schneiderlin, he is going off. Gylfi is coming on. Gylfi likes to play as a Metzaler as well as Klassen, so he's going to have to play in a second favourite role of an advanced playmaker on support. And then I don't think there's any need to switch anyone else as of yet. So we'll just leave it like that going into the second half. As we get the second half underway, with Lennon with the ball on the right. Doubt this is going to come to anything, but you never know. It didn't. It's about 63 minutes into the game, and I think it's time to make another change. And it's going to be Idrissa Gueye coming off. You might have noticed that I've called him like 5 different names. I can't stick on one. If anyone knows the exact way of pronunciating, that's not even a word, pronouncing his name, that would be very helpful indeed, and I would try to pronounce it right, because I really don't know how to. Is it Guy, Gueye, Gay? I don't know. Or should I just call him Ghana? I mean, it's probably easier. But Tom Davies coming on for Idrissa Gueye. And I feel like we should make another change. Ideally, I would like to take Michael Keane off, but we haven't... Oh, we have got a centre-back. Cuco Martina can play there. Yeah, we'll take Keane off. Bring on Cuco Martina. And see how we get on from there. I mean, this is just the first leg. A 1-0 victory away from home isn't too bad. Can't imagine Osijek are going to have many chances against us at home. Fingers crossed. Just about 10 minutes to go now, and this is the first highlight of the second half, I think, apart from the kick-off highlight. And it's Osijek with the ball at the back. The keeper just played it out there to Budimir. Now it's Tomas. Bad first touch from him. Klassen manages to get the ball, but he gives it away. Poorly placed pass, really. And it's Romic now for Osijek. To Zikic. Now it's Maritic. To Pribanic. Plays that to Tomas. We could really do with winning the ball back here. Perhaps one of our defenders can win the ball back and then just play a long ball to Nias. I mean, that seemed to work last time out. Romic plays that central to Pribanic. He plays it out wide left to Budimir. And this looks dangerous. Ball in from him. Kuznar's in the box. Is that his name? Someone shoots. It hits the post and it's cleared. That was close. Osijek are switching to a more attacking style. So since they're doing that, we'll change our mentality as well. I'm hoping that's the mentality. No, that's team shape. Still getting used to the buttons here. Okay. We'll switch ours to counter mentality. And then head into tactics. Team instructions. I don't know why I went into tactics to do this. But higher, width, wider. Defensive line. Slightly deeper. And see how that works. See, 10 minutes to go. They are pushing for an equalising goal. Hopefully we don't give it to them. In fact, I'll do a shout as well. I'm going to demand more from them. Into stoppage time now, and this could be a chance. This could just be the highlight winding down to full time. Not too sure. But Osijek managed to get into this half very easily there with like 3 passes. Pribanic is practically through on goal now to tackle, and he wins the ball. Martino with a slide tackle to win the ball, and Luckman comes away with it now for Everton. For Everton? For us. Now it's Nias. Holds the ball up well and plays that across the field towards Davies. It's a bit behind him and Barac manages to make the tackle. Now it's Maritic and the attack is back on for Osijek. Osijek? It's Osijek. I don't know what I'm saying. Kenny at the back though with Everton. What's wrong with my words? I'm so sorry. My words just aren't working today. Nias plays it to Davies. Can we get a second? That would be lovely jubbly. Luckman with a chance. Luckman in the box. Luckman passes it across. Sigurdsson's there. And it's 2-0. Ademola Luckman with the equaliser, with the assist. Words and definitions are not working in my head today. Gylfi Sigurdsson with the finish. An excellent move on the counter-attack. That's what happens when you go attacking Osijek. That's what happens. Nias, the target man, coming deep for the ball there. Played it to Davies, classing through to Luckman. I thought Luckman was going to have a shot. He didn't. He played it across the goal to Sigurdsson, who's just smashed that home. Goalkeeper with no chance in the world of saving that one. We've got to throw in deep in their half, but I feel like this is just going to be full time. Kenny going to take the throw. Gives it to Sigurdsson. And that ball looked like it might have gone in, but I really don't know what happened. Bit of a P-roller if it was a shot from Sigurdsson there. Not what we've come to expect from him. As Osijek move forward with the ball, surely the whistle's going to blow any second. It's Maritic. Moving forward with it. Plays it to Pribanic. Referee has given them lots of time here to get a consolation. But there's the full-time whistle. And it is a 2-0 victory away from home in the third qualifying round of the Europa League against Osijek. And we can be pretty pleased with that. Possession stats not looking good. But possession doesn't matter. You don't get wins for possession. You get wins for goals. And we managed to score 2 today. So man of the match was Ademola Luckman. So he got 4 goals in the under-18s game this week in an 11-0 drubbing of Portsmouth under-18s, and he's managed to get himself an assist in today's game and an 8.6 man of the match rating. Well done him, and he'll be starting again in the next one, as well as Nias, as long as neither of them get injured. So all that's left to do is the team talk. Very happy with the result and the way you played. Everyone reacts positively, practically everyone anyway. And the team talk. And I will go and play the Mansfield friendly offline and see you in about a second for the second leg of the Osijek game. So in that friendly, we actually lost 1-0. Mason Holgate scoring an own goal. I don't know what it is with our centre-backs and scoring own goals in pre-season friendlies, but it just seems to be the way that it's going. Our first defeat in the pre-season is by Mansfield, of all teams. So a bit disappointing there. Now for the lineup for this second leg against Osijek, there are a few changes. We're going to play the same formation though. Cuco Martina comes in at right back for John Joe Kenny, and Calvert-Lewin is in at right wing for Aaron Lennon, who actually picked up an injury in under 23's game this past week, so he's not fully fit yet. Other than that, it's all the same. So hopefully they can do the same job and go out there and win. We just need to change some team instructions back to what they were previously. We had pump into the box and exploit the left flank. So again, not going to go through the other team's lineup because we won't know. I don't know why there's a star next to Adam Luckman's name. Is that because of his performance in the last game? Oh, he's got the highest average rating. Interesting addition. Not sure what it really gives, but whatevs. So I'm going to passionately say I've got nothing specific to say. You all know what to do out there. And Joel Rubbles seemed relaxed. Hand over to the assistant. Oh, he's actually spoken to him. He's spoken to Adam Luckman directly and says, I want to see more of the same. He listened keenly. So the players apparently seem ready for the match ahead. So let's get into it. And I mean, we're winning 2-0 in aggregate, so provided we don't have a massive collapse where Michael Keane tries to get a hat-trick of own goals again, we should be good. We get the game underway playing in our home kit of blue with white shorts, shooting from left to right. They are in the opposite of our kit, really, with a white shirt and blue shorts. Schneiderlin plays it through to Luckman. Early opportunity, perhaps. Luckman goes down in the penalty area, but he gets tackled fairly, and that is going to be cleared by Barach. Martino with a throw deep in the opposition's half, plays it to Nias, who is wide again. I don't like him being so wide, but he cuts inside now, plays it to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin to Klassen. Davy Klassen scores 1-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's come in to the team for Aaron Lennon, and he's managed to get an assist. Aaron Lennon got the first assist in the last match against Osijek, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets the first assist in this game. Davy Klassen getting the goal, not to forget him. I think that's his first goal for us. Well, it will be because he didn't score in the last game, so it's his first goal for us in competitive competition this season. Keane with the ball on a free kick, I think it is. He gives it to Calvert-Lewin. I nearly called him Calvert-Lewis there. His ball's intercepted by Tomasz. Now it's Budimir. Plays that to the centre-back Barach, who launches that ball forward. Long ball, and it's worked. It's got through to Kurznar. Kurznar with a chance. Joel saves it, and Jagielka clears that one. Excellent save from Joel there. Again, not too sure how to pronounce his name either. Is it Joel? Joel? His surname is... Please let me know. I don't like to offend footballers with wrong names. Saying that, I'm probably killing half the Osijek players' names. Is that Slaven Bilic playing in defensive midfield? I know he's been sacked from West Ham, but it's a bit of a step down playing for Osijek, isn't it? Calvert-Lewin with the ball towards Nias, who wins that well in the air. Target man for a reason, you see. Calvert-Lewin whips the ball in again. It looks like it's going goalwards. In fact, it's a good save from Zelenica. Definitely didn't mean to do that. That would have been one hell of a goal, though, for Calvert-Lewin. Already with one assist today, that goal would have been something else entirely, as Luckman takes this corner from the left-hand side towards Keane at the near post. It falls to Klassen again, I think it was, but it's gone wide. I thought that was heading into the back of the net from the angle, but it wasn't to be. Calvert-Lewin with a cross. It's blocked by the defender. I was in my own world there. Garner with the ball, gives that to Klassen. Klassen in a bit of space now. Can he find a teammate? He can. He finds Luckman on the edge of the box. Got a chance to shoot possibly. He gives it to Schneiderlin, who can shoot from there, and he doesn't. It's just wide of the post. Morgan Schneiderlin, he's hit a few of those, as I said in the previous game in pre-season. He's smashed a few in from distance. He looks like he could be a decent goal scorer for us, which is a good thing, because other than Nias, our strikers don't seem to be scoring very much. Romic gives it to Budimir. Osijek just playing around with it at the back at the minute. Vucic plays that forward towards Krasnar. Krasnar, we really need to get the ball off them if we want to get this ball up for maybe a second. Come on. Nope, Thomas with the ball through to Begic. Begic shoots. Joel again with an excellent save. Our keepers are doing very well at one-on-ones. Especially our Europa League goalkeeper, Joel. That's what he's designated as. Obviously, we've got Pickford for the Premier League, Joel for the Europa League, and Stecklenburg for the EFL Cup. Carabao Cup, as it's now called. Corner kick for Osijek. Can they find a way back into the game? Hopefully not, but Budimir is going to try his best to get this ball into the box. Hopefully we can manage to get rid quite quickly and get them on the counter-attack. Jagielka wins the ball in the air, but it's going to fall to Begic. He's got Budimir to play it to on the right-hand side. He finds him. Budimir, there's not many people in the box for them. He shoots, and that's a goal kick. Pretty poor effort, in all honesty, there. So that's half-time, and we are winning 1-0, 3-0 in aggregate. We've had the better of the game. We've had more possession than we did in the last game, certainly. But they have had quite a few chances, to be quite honest. A few more than I would have liked. But I'll say I'm happy with the way things are going, because we're winning 1-0. You can't really complain about that. Everyone's reacted quite well, so we'll end the team talk there. Conditioning-wise, everyone's looking pretty fine. Rating-wise, Lookman's not having the best of days, but he looks delighted at the team talk, so hopefully that'll help him improve. Don't think I'll make any changes at the moment. And that was a beautiful shot of the stadium there, very blue, Goodison Park, as Osijek get the second half underway, hoping to get hopefully just a consolation goal. If that's not that I want them to. I'd quite like to have another clean sheet, to be honest, because our attack is not very deadly, so if our defence is in good form, then that is promising for the season in some way. But the ball's put through to Begic, and Joel again with an excellent save. It was straight at him, to be fair, but he still had to save it. And that is a strange ass throw, that. It looked like he was trying to throw it down the middle and the ball just came out of his hand at the wrong time, but hey-ho, Nias with the ball, plays it out wide to Calvert-Lewin. Got one assist already today, as I seem to say every time he picks the ball up. Now it's Nias again, nice control from him. A little back heel to Schneiderlin this time. Now it's Calvert-Lewin, whips it in, Lookman's at the back post. It's Lookman, and it's 2-0. Ademola Lookman. I told you, I said he wasn't looking very good in the first half, 6.4 rating, but the team talk seemed to give him some confidence, and it definitely has that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the two wingers actually combining there. Calvert-Lewin with his second assist of the game, Lookman with a beautiful finish. It was a great ball from Lewin to Nias as well, and then cheeky little back heel from Nias to Schneiderlin, and Calvert-Lewin with a deep ball at the back post, Lookman with a very, very easy finish. I say easy, he had to take it at the right time, it was in the air, it was kind of in a difficult position, so not really easy, to be honest. Free kick, Lookman to take. He plays that towards Klaassen, who nods it down for... Was the Ghana? Idrissa Gana Gueye gets the goal. The commentary on that was awful. I couldn't really see what was happening, so let's have a look again. Lookman with the ball in, Klaassen with the head down, and Ghana with a shot which the keeper should be doing a lot better with. He managed to get a hand to it, but didn't have a strong enough hand, and it's 3-0 to Everton. It's Klaassen with the ball, nice little touch there past the defender, gives it to Lookman. Lookman plays it to Schneiderlin on the edge of the box. Can he get a goal here? No, he can't. He plays it through to Calvert-Lewin instead. Calvert-Lewin shoots, and it's saved by Zelenica. Would have been nice for Calvert-Lewin to get himself a goal to go with the assists that he's got today, but it wasn't to be on that occasion. Still got plenty of time to do it. 25 minutes left of this game. So we're making a double change. Tom Davies is coming on for Schneiderlin, and Tarashai is coming on for Omar Nias. Nias not having the best of games today, and then Tom Davies, I kind of promised him in the pre-match briefing that he was going to play, and then ended up not playing him, so I thought I'd give him a little bit of the game, considering we're 3-0 up. 5-0 up if you count the aggregate score. Calvert-Lewin advancing forward now, down this right-hand side. He's been majestic today in his performance, but he loses out there, and that's a free kick, and it looks like Budimir might be going to get sent off here. He's already on a yellow card. The referee's calling him over. The slow walk of shame down the tunnel is what is to come for Dennis Budimir. Now Osijek down to 10 men, and no hope of them getting through I was going to say getting a goal, but that would be counting my chickens before they've hatched. Is that what they're saying? I think that's the saying. Now we'll make our final sub of the game. We're going to take Calvert-Lewin off. He's looking a bit tired now. Bring Kevin Morales on. And hopefully see out this 3-0 win. And as I say that, there's a highlight, and it looks like it could be a chance for Osijek. Begic with the ball down to Vukic. It's off the post, and Garbett manages to clear it. Lookman clears it further, and there's no one up there. Well, there is, but I don't know where he was. The striker there, he seemed to be walking back from the opposition's goalkeeper. Goalkeeper area? That's not a saying. Into stoppage time now. Goal kick for Osijek with just over a minute to go. Plays the ball out to the left back Mujan, who is holding the ball up looking for someone to pass to. Plays a long searching ball for the striker, but Joel's going to get that easily. The striker didn't even chase it. He just stopped after a while. He realised he wasn't going to get there. Didn't want to waste his energy. So Joel plays it out to our right back, Cuca Martina. Plays that to Davies. Nice pass. Davies to Morales, one of the substitutes. Back to Davies, one of the other substitutes. Davies and Morales linked up well. Morales just managing to keep that in fact. He crosses the ball in, and I thought that was going to be an own goal, you know. Crossed ball in, but Zelenica came and collected. I thought the defender was going to knock that in just ahead of the goalkeeper, but he didn't. And that's another long ball forward from Zoric, and this time Begic is through on goal. Can Joel save it? No, he can't. There's a consolation goal for Osijek, and that's disappointing. Marinko Begic with the goal, assist by Marian Zoric. It was Route 1 stuff, straight down the middle, over the heads of our centre-backs. And I'm quite disappointed in that. I know we're winning 3-1, but shouldn't be letting that happen. Massive gap between our two centre-backs. You can see is that Phil Jagielka struggling to run back there. Not good. Big gap between our centre-backs. Not good. But we've won, so we can't be too disheartened. Referee's about to blow his whistle any second. I think he should be anyway. They seem to let the clock run a lot past the stoppage time that's given, which is a bit annoying, but as long as they don't get anything from it, then it's not that much of a big deal. And Begic has the ball here, but the referee should be blowing his whistle any second now. Vukic plays that forward to Pribanic. Surely they're not going to score again. Keane with a rubbish clearance, and Garbett, what happened? The referee blew his whistle, didn't even find out what happened. So it's full time, and we're through a 5-1 aggregate win, 3-1 on the night. Not bad at all. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a standout performance, possibly giving me a reason to start him in the league games. Him and Ademola Lookman look very dangerous from the wing positions. Not a good day for Umar Nias up front, not getting the goal today, but you can't score every game. So we'll passionately say very nice victory, well done, and most of them look happy. So the Europa League playoff draw is in fact tomorrow in game, so check out my Twitter for that. I'll post a picture on there of whoever we get drawn against. Shall we have a look at who the possible teams are? I mean, we've got AC Milan in there, Marseille, PSV. I don't know if we can get any of these teams. Galatasaray are a scary one. Bordeaux. Yeah, some pretty big teams actually. I don't know how the seeding works and who we can get, but it'll be interesting to see who we do get. So if you do want to see that before the next episode comes out, then take a look at my Twitter page. Hit follow as well if you're on there. You know, every little helps. So looking ahead to the next episode, it will be the Chelsea game that we'll cover. I know there's only a 1-game gap, but I'd quite like to do the start of the season. So we'll do Chelsea game and the first leg of the Europa League playoff. But that's the next episode. So that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know how to pronounce those names that I asked about. Subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out. And I'll see you next time.